So, ladies and gentlemen, this guy was part of one of the worst Toronto Maple Leaf trades of the 1970s. It's still shocking to talk about. The very, very experienced and talented Randy Carlyle and this guy, the very, very talented and durable George Ferguson, was traded by the Maple Leafs for the washed up and basically do-nothing defenseman Dave Burrows. For a lot of people, Dave Burrows was a reliable defenseman. For me, he was bad. Could even make maybe a number 8 on the Montreal roster, where Randy Carlyle was going to be a superstar in future, while Ferguson was a constant 20-goal threat. Because of my thoughts about Dave Burrows, even if you ask me, I'm not even going to do a podcast on him. I don't know him personally. He might be a great guy, but he wasn't worth Randy Carlyle and George Ferguson, and his statistics prove it out. Now, George Ferguson first came to major prominence with the great Oshawa Generals in the 1970 season, where he had 40 points in 49 games with the junior side. Now, 71-72, he put up some really, really great numbers with the Toronto Marlies, especially in the 72 season, with 90 points in 62 games. Now, this led Toronto to draft him 11th overall, which I think was a very good draft for a 6-foot centerman from the beautiful community of Trenton, Ontario. Now, he made an impact right away in his rookie season, almost scored 20 goals. Yet added 30 assists for 49 points in 69. His first season, my apologies, I'm thinking of his 20-goal season. He broke in with 23 points and 10 goals in 72 games in 73. 74, he was sent mostly to Oklahoma for seasoning, but 75 was his breakout year where he put up 49 points in 69 games, including 19 goals. 76, he put up 44 points. Injury-riddled season in 77, put up 24. And by 1978, he was used mostly as a very strong defensive forward. He had 23 points in 73 games. But in the playoffs that year, he really opened out. He got back his offensive touch, helped them to beat the Islanders in the quarterfinals and to play Montreal in the semis, 5 goals in 13 games. Again, we still don't know why he was traded, but with Pittsburgh, he really, really showed his true colors. He had 4 straight seasons with 20 goals, 21, 21, 25, and 22, and almost 4 consecutive seasons with 50 points or more. Now, 83, he was eventually dealt to Minnesota, and he had 20 points that season. In his last campaign, he had 16 points in 63 games in the 84 season. Final NHL total, 797 games, 398 points with 160 goals, and 37 points, including 14 goals in the playoffs. Now, I look at George Ferguson and Pat Boutette and players like that, good second, third, and fourth liners for Toronto. I don't know what management was thinking, because Ferguson was always capable of scoring those 20 goals, like he did with Pittsburgh. He was, for a third-line forward, scoring 15 or 20 goals with Toronto's strong offense. But to give up Dave Burrows and Randy Carlyle, to give up Randy Carlyle and Ferguson for Dave Burrows, again, why? I'm not a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. I'm a Montreal fan. Still a head scratcher. Now, following hockey, he gave back to his hometown area as he coached the Trenton Sting, a junior A level team based in, of course, Trenton for a number of years. But unfortunately, he died in 2019 at the age of 67, gone much too soon, because I have big respect for George Ferguson, and a very literate guy, a very well-spoken, very intelligent, and like most people from Trenton, if you come from Trenton, you're born with a love of hockey. But for Toronto to trade a good Ontario boy for Dave Burrows, again, why? Anyway, can you imagine if George Ferguson would have stayed? When Rick arrived and Darlego and all these players, could have scored 30 goals. And he almost did that with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh wasn't the Pittsburgh Penguins yet, and Mario was on the cusp as well. So anyway, doesn't make any sense at all. Must have been something Ballard didn't like about him. Anyway, one of the worst trades in Toronto history. Have a good day. Bye.